Hey there, ready for a deep dive into social media, specifically for IT pros.
Sounds interesting.
We're looking at a blog post by Curt Robbins, senior technical writer, all about standing out online. My thumbs could always use a refresher course, just in case.
I hear ya.
This isn't just your run-of-the-mill social media advice, though, right?
Definitely not. Robbins gets really specific, tailoring his tips for tech professionals, because in this industry, your online image,
Oh, it's
it's
everything.
like an extension of your professional brand.
Makes you rethink that goofy selfie, huh?
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
Robbins really stresses putting your best, most professional self out there online. He says even little things like typos.
Oh, no typos.
They get magnified in the tech world. People notice them.
It's true. We're all about precision.
Exactly. He even compares typos to, get this,
Bugs in the code. Don't say it.
he did! Oh, the horror. But it really highlights that accuracy, attention to detail. Super important.
Absolutely. Okay, so typos. Bad. Showing off your achievements.
To a point. Robbins says self-promotion is good, but
Don't be obnoxious.
right. Like, nobody likes a braggart. He even says don't go around, flaunting your six-figure salary.
But absolutely not.
It can rub people the wrong way.
Humility goes a long way.
It really does. In tech, it's about your work speaking for itself, not your paycheck.
So true. Speaking of standing out, this is where I found Robbins' take on AI image generators so interesting.
AI image generators.
Yeah, he's all in. He loves using things like Ideogram 2, Adobe Firefly, even DALL-E to create unique images for his content.
That's smart. Those platforms are really changing how we create visuals.
It's incredible.
Think about it. You can generate a technically accurate image, one that's actually good for anything you're working on.
No more generic stock photos.
Exactly.
Robbins even names Ideogram 2 as his current favorite because you can give it text prompts and it just makes an image.
Yeah.
Imagine that for explaining technical stuff.
I know. It's like magic. I've played around with a few of them daily, especially.
Oh, yeah. What's that like?
It's wild. It uses this process called diffusion to make images from descriptions. You basically type out what you want to see, and it just appears.
That's mind-blowing. But it proves what Robbins is saying, right?
Absolutely.
To stay ahead in tech, you've got to embrace the new stuff, even if it seems a little intimidating at first. Okay, ready for a curveball? Robbins is big on alphabetizing.
Alphabetizing.
I know, right? But he says it's important for tech writing.
Interesting.
It's all about being precise, Like
I
imagine trying to use a software manual where everything is just totally jumbled up.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Total nightmare. And it wouldn't make the creator look very good, would it?
Not at all.
But when things are alphabetized, it shows you're organized, professional. People will trust you more.
Makes sense. Our brains like order, especially with technical things. A well-organized document just feels more credible.
Exactly. So alphabetize those lists, folks. Little details, big impact. Now, Robbins does make one exception to that rule, though. When you're documenting step-by-step processes, obviously the steps need to go in order, even if it's not alphabetical.
Right. You don't want to confuse people with the process out of order. Clarity is key.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for something totally different? Robbins is a big advocate for.
Cute animals in tech.
I know, right? It
Yeah.
sounds strange. But he says when you use them strategically, it can be a really effective marketing tactic.
I guess it makes sense. People love animals.
Exactly. It's all about that universal appeal. Think about it. You're scrolling through your feed and you see a picture of a dog wearing glasses, maybe a little tech t-shirt.
Okay, that's pretty cute.
Right. It's unexpected. And it can add some humor to your content. Robbins even talks about using animals with thought bubbles to explain technical concepts. I mean, I'm not saying your LinkedIn has to turn into a zoo,
Definitely not.
but a well-placed furry friend. It can make your content stand out.
That's a good point. It's a fine line, though, right, between being professional and...
And not taking yourself too seriously.
Exactly. Okay, now on a more serious note, Robbins also emphasizes engagement.
Yes. And this is big. It's not just about posting your own stuff online.
Nope, it's about being a part of the community. Robbins actually uses the phrase quid pro quo. I think I said that right.
Quid pro quo, like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
That's the one. It's about give and take. Commenting on other people's posts, sharing interesting articles, actually participating in conversations.
And showing you're invested, not just broadcasting your own stuff.
Exactly. It's like networking, but online. You wouldn't go to an event and just stand in the corner silently.
No way.
You'd talk to people, share your ideas. Social media for IT people is the same.
Be present, not
Yeah.
just posting. And those interactions, those connections you make, they can lead to some pretty amazing opportunities.
That's the truth. And speaking of opportunities, Robbins talks about being choosy about who you follow online.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's easy to get caught up following big names or popular accounts. But are they actually helping you?
That's the question. Robbins says, don't be afraid to unfollow people who aren't adding value to your professional life. Your time is valuable. You should be spending it on content that teaches you something, inspires you.
It's about quality over quantity. It's like choosing mentors. You want to learn from the best.
Absolutely. So look for people who share interesting ideas, start good conversations, those who are making the tech community better. And if someone's content isn't doing it for you anymore, unfollow.
You have the power. It's your online space. Now, this next part, Robbins gets into something near and dear to my heart. The Oxford comma.
The Oxford comma. Is
Sure.
that the one with the comma after the and in a list?
That's the one. And Robbins is all about it. It says in technical writing, it's essential for clarity.
I can see that.
He even argues that in fields like medicine or aerospace, that one little comma, it could be life or death.
Wow, really?
No joke.
Oh,
A misplaced comma could have serious consequences. So it might seem like a small thing, this comma debate, but Robbins uses it to highlight how important precision is
it's all about the details.
in everything you do, whether it's a line of code or a social media post.
So we've got to be precise and intentional.
Exactly. And, we laughed about the cute animals earlier,
We did.
but that actually ties into Robbins' overall message perfectly. IT professionals, they've got to approach social media with the same level of professionalism that they bring to their work, to their code.
Totally. You're building a brand, just like any other industry.
Building a brand, that's a good way to put it. And the foundation has to be strong.
Exactly. And that comes through in everything, whether you're using AI tools or you're agonizing over that Oxford comma. It all adds up.
Shows you care. So as we wrap up here, what was your biggest takeaway from all of Robbins' advice? What really stuck with you?
For me, it's that word, intentionality. Just approaching everything you do online with a purpose. Like, why are you sharing this article? Why are you getting into this debate? Why did you post that picture of a cat coding?
Because even those silly posts have a purpose sometimes, right?
Exactly. They can make you more relatable. It's all about balance. Being intentional doesn't mean being boring, right? It just means thinking about how you're presenting yourself.
Having a strategy. Now, Robbins ends with a great line. He says, kick the crap to the curb and embrace the stuff that stands out. So I'm curious, what does outstanding even look like when it comes to IT content online? To you, what rises above the noise?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's content that makes you think, stuff that goes beyond just the surface level, like not just repeating information, but offering a new perspective.
Being a thought leader.
Exactly. Someone who sparks good conversations, questions, assumptions, all of that. Pushing the boundaries of what's possible in tech.
I like that. Be the voice that other people look to.
That's it.
For guidance, for inspiration, and hey, maybe even a little entertainment along the way.
Why not? Tech can be fun too.
Absolutely. Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive. We talked about professionalism, AI, alphabetizing, even cute animals. Who knew?
It's been a journey.
It has. But remember, everyone, this is just the beginning. Keep exploring these ideas. Try out an AI image generator. Spruce up your LinkedIn. Share a cool article with your network.
Just do something.
Exactly. Make it count. Until next time, happy posting, everyone.